since people like watching me play challenge modes, and that's kind of fun for me now, I'll be playing some more of this preset I made that I call Hell on Earth, where basically everything's default, except for all the enemies and bosses are more, which can make it kind of challenging. And then we have long nights starting in summer with a lot of smoldering, a lot of heat, and the good seasons are short, the bad seasons are long. And the world size is pretty big, and we have little land branch, so it kind of makes it weird because the map's kind of like branchy. It's difficult to get around and find stuff. So I'm gonna play with the Wes because he's probably the worst character for this. You can play whatever character you want, but it's kind of cheating if you play like WX78 because he's so good in this mode, or like Wakeford is really good in this mode. Or Wolfgang, because you can get so much food so fast. It's so easy. And one thing about this mode that to me is kind of weird is it's like RNG, a lot of it. And like I know I could play better, and there's definitely times where I make mistakes. But a lot of how good your run goes depends on like what resources are near you, and what enemies you run into, and really shitty luck things like you set up base and there's happens to be a clockwork bishop like close to that or something like that. Alright. So as before, we're immediately going to want to start getting grass, flowers, stuff like that. This world right now kind of sucks, it seems like, because I haven't found grass yet, and we want grass like right out the gate. And we're going to run by trees to cool ourselves down whenever we can. Alright, so like them, we definitely want to stray away from. They're a huge problem early on. If he gets a shot off, it's really hard for me to dodge it going at default speed. Alright, so we still haven't found grass. So this is what I mean, like, basically, what am I supposed to do? No grass, nothing. I'm not finding any resources. I can make a petty parasol, but you need a lot of stuff for it, and the hat is probably better. So it's really hard to like be like, oh, this is all skill when like there's no grass like where I start. So I basically lose. Whereas sometimes you get starts and it's like a heap of grass all around you. And what you need to do is you need to try and find a hat like on day one and get gold so you can build them in an endothermic fire. Because once you get that endothermic fire, once you get those necessary early game resources, it kind of takes that luck and random element out of it a little. Because now you actually have the tools you need to play. But right now, it's like, it just kind of sucks. Because I'm not, you know, gonna... When you load in, you're the coolest you're gonna be until you get an endothermic fire. So you have the most time possible to get grass without losing a lot of health. And trees can only lower your temperature so much. Obviously, we don't want these balloons. And food isn't hard to find, so that's not the problem with Wes. So we're kind of cool now, so we're gonna keep soldiering on. Trying to get what we can while we can. I could do a parasol. I might actually have to now, because I really need to cool down to get the rest of the grass. Which, it sucks, because it's like so much going on. And I need a pickaxe so I can get golds, which means I need a couple more of these right now. That'll be 4 is like really good. Already terrible start. Like, I would just reset this if this was like playing for all the chips. We have this really small section of night. Normally in summer you have this pretty long section of night, so we turn that to low to make it much more challenging. Alright. Fortunately though, I can build a hat. We do need a torch, though. So we're not going to build a hat yet. Even though it would be really good to have a hat right now. Oh, nice. And there's kind of like an acceptable amount of damage that you're going to take at the beginning. Alright, so we'll need a pickaxe. And we'll build that before we build the torch. Then we build a hat. We build it before we build the torch so we don't actually waste a single % of the torch. Because last time I played this on stream, it literally came down to a % of torch, basically. If I could have lit one more fire on a tree, I would have lived. Alright, so now it's very important that we go through the night, basically. So we don't want to waste a lot of other grass now. Going through the night's really dangerous. Because of all the stuff that can kill you. So I basically got to use my ears to kind of hear for stuff. But we want to collect a lot of grass and a lot of twigs right now. That's going to really help us. We don't really need an axe because eventually we'll probably find a forest. And in the forest we can find a clockwork rook to run around and pummel everything. Because they're pretty prevalent here. Like I said, hunger is really not an issue. I haven't really been keeping up with my hunger, but eventually you'll find like a chaos zone where most of this world actually should be a chaos zone. I'm actually surprised at how little we found like things murdering each other. See, like this. We're gonna find a lot of these guys. So normally we'd almost never do this. We never pick berries, but we're just doing it for safety. And we always want to be ready to jump in these wormholes. So over there, we're having some combat happen. In the morning we can go and see, and there'll be a lot of stuff for us to grab. Oh, that was bad. I shouldn't have let that happen. So I can get a free kill on him. I shouldn't have taken damage for that right there. I thought it was kind of out of his range. You can get a kill on them because you can stunlock them. So I actually do have enough for a petty parasol, which is going to make tomorrow a lot easier. I normally don't get a petty parasol because I'm so trying to rush. I'm almost always trying to rush early game stuff like and like I want to pick those before I burn them. Burning stuff isn't that big a deal in this mode because it's going to preserve a lot of grass from light, and I'm like full on this right now. I don't really need any more, but it's good to have it in an emergency because of the long nights and the fact that you want to do stuff during the night. Alright. So probably going to want to go this way, and we're going to go through the middle and see if we can get any logs while doing that. That should carry us into the day. Withered, that sucks. Now it's rock o'clock again. So this won't protect us that much, and that's one of the reasons I almost never make it. It's really gonna do very little. But we still have to run by these trees and stuff. Finding like a good combat zone is good for the food early on, but we'll get like 10 stacks of meat like super easy. Like it's like you find an area where there's merms. Where was he? Come on, I'm wasting time now. Down here probably. Yeah. Went the wrong way. That sucks. So like this. Free food. He's obviously not going to win. We wouldn't wait around to do that, obviously. It's just an example. I can't find this, rook. And this, like, rotting is, like, never gonna happen. Right? Because we're gonna either die or, succeed in that amount of time that it would take for that to happen. Those guys are the most dangerous because they can, like, ruin a lot of things really fast. Alright, so we want these rocks. But we really want to make it through here, like ASAP. Find a tree. There we go. The savannas and like zones like this are super, super dangerous because of their lack of trees that you can run by. We have another one really close. Like that. So like, there's situations where you run into them and it's difficult to get by them because they're kind of hugging stuff like this. So, him. He's kind of ruining that. So now we really need gold before the end of today to kind of at all have a chance of doing anything cool. Because it gets really hot day 3 and we would like a science machine so we can make an endothermic fire. Which we have plenty of grass for, so I'm not worried about that. And here we are. We have some gold. So it looks like we're going to do pretty good. I should have put that on earlier. That was my fault. So this is kind of dangerous right here because I'm going to take some damage. I want to get back. Get around these guys. And that's my subscriber noise. Which always plays no matter what I'm doing, by the way. I don't know how to turn that off. Alright, so we took a good amount of damage from that, but we're not even below half health, which is good. We have enough golds. We just need some logs, which we can pretty easily get. I actually haven't run into a rook near trees, though, which is weird, because that kind of always happens. But even if that doesn't happen, I hate this when they kind of follow you up like that. Seriously, like, some of these bees will literally follow you across the entire map. Alright. Alright, here we go. Perfect. Okay. Now we want some meat if we can, so let's get him to attack these guys. There we go. Now it's important that we run away from here. Oh my god, that sucks. That was like one on either side is like the perfect situation where I can't shoot them. And one of the problems at night is people will follow you like that, and it's really shitty. So I can't take any more health damage, basically. I would be very much in trouble if I did. So we want to build a fire. so we can cool ourselves off. I got plenty of wood now. Didn't have to waste stuff on a... This is dangerous, too, because I don't know if there's a bishop here. And one of the problems is, if there is a bishop, I have to have a torch. If I don't have a torch, there's a bishop, he'll chase me, and I won't be able to get away fast enough. Basically, any enemy that will keep tracking you. I would have to... But I would have to run around. I can run around my fire with them following me all night. The problem is with the bishop, they'll just hit you if you do that. Alright, so, super dangerous. Any of these sources of rocks are going to be dangerous. What I'm probably going to want to do is try and get this one while taking minimal damage. And then I should be able to build an endothermic fire if I get one more rock. And I'll be able to cool myself down, and I just have to not take damage. So night is a notoriously dangerous time to do this because of this. But as long as I kind of keep track of where shit is, should be good. Alright. That sucks. I was just close enough to him. He's like not gonna leave me alone. Okay, what I did is I moved close to him when I heard him to try and get him to try and hit me and then dodge him in the darkness, which really risky, obviously. Alright, cool down a little. And we're going for it again. We'll take a wider berth around him. I should have seen before. And we get here. Right. Food, because I'm getting a little low. Take a wide berth around him again. Light this up. We're gonna find some shade. Alright, so now what I need to do is I need to find a place to put this that's not gonna be risky as hell. So I'm gonna kind of go up there in the day. And place this science machine. And cool off. I have enough logs to build another fire. So it's kind of like we're wasting trees, but we're also saving torch and we're cooling while standing on the tree. Whereas normally we wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, what I'm looking for is like a nice bushy tree, not near anything that's gonna murder me. So I'm thinking here. No, there's the merm hut right there. That sucks. Because I don't want to build this in a place where it's dangerous. Because it's just gonna create a lot of trouble. Because this is gonna be my permanent spot for a bit. Here's pretty good. I can actually just kill him, probably. It's a little risky, but it's fine. And this is going near my tree a little. Alright. Alright, now one of the tricks right here is, that's too close. There we go. Is this needs to keep going for a while until I can get enough stuff to make a fire pit. Because I can't waste the niter that I used to make it. And I want to heal up too. Alright. So this guy's far enough away, I think. Nope. That's fine. Ah, god damn it. How many fucking hits does it take to kill? I'm like not used to playing as Wes, and he is weak as shit, dude. See, that was a complete waste of health. That shouldn't have happened. That's because I suck. Oh my god, the one bee comes for me. Well, this bitch is gonna die. Alright, that was bullshit. You can stun lock bees, so they shouldn't be able to hit you like that. If that makes sense. There we go. I need a tool to do it that fast. These bees are really good to be near me because they're giving me, potential for honey. Even though they've all given me stingers, which is exactly what I don't want. They're a little dangerous to do this with when they're, come on. When I have no armor, but I don't really care. Butterflies, obviously, much easier to kill. Much greater potential for positive resources instead of losing health, but, you know, I'm dumb, so. Alright. Normal axe. Now, the problem with chopping trees around my base is, like, these are really good for shade. So I obviously don't want to destroy those. And I also want to kind of maximize my tree chopping potential. The backpack's going to be really fucking helpful. Normally I don't get backpack. Where is my shovel? I made a shovel, right? Yes. Thought I made a shovel. I made another pickaxe? I'm dumb. That was a waste of twigs. Oh well, let's drop this. We'll carry it in case we need it for now, but we're not going to need gold nuggets at any point. We're not going to need stingers at any point. We can cook this meat. We can't. Just kidding. Burn this stuff. I need the shovel to, like, maximize how much crap I'm getting from cutting down a tree. See? Got dominated by the bees. Like I would if I tried to attack all those bees. Now we hope for no tree guard. Honestly, most of the time I'm like, tree guard, please, tree guard. Now I just don't want a tree guard. We're going to get one. Unsung hero of resources is grass tufts and saplings and berry bushes. Mostly berry bushes, because fuck berry bushes. I don't really need them if they're not withered. Because I do want to keep these for, if I can. Alright. Dangerous to cross. Now I want, two things. I want